Hello everybody, this is me Johan here. The Motorola G73 has been available for the past 5 months. It's always hard to judge a product by just using it for a week or two. How is it 5 months down the lane? Is it worth recommending now? This is my experience with the Motorola G73. Number 1, the display. It has a 6.5-inch 1080p LCD display with Panda Glass protection, which is comparable to Gorilla Glass 3. Did I miss an AMOLED display while using this phone? Not at all. Motorola have given a saturated mode for display settings, and I use it all the time on saturated mode. The colors on this display popped and looked lively every time I was browsing or watching videos. Under direct sunlight, it got bright enough and was viewable outdoors with around 80% brightness. At full brightness, it is bright enough under direct sunlight. Surprisingly, the adaptive brightness has been tuned well on this phone. It adapted accurately as per the lighting. I've been very happy regarding the display on this phone. How many of you prefer a low quality AMOLED to an LCD screen? Let me know in the comments below. Number 2, the build quality and in-hand feel. The phone's back and frame are made up of plastic, and the phone weighs 181 grams. This made it very comfortable to hold. Not once did I feel the weight of this phone. The weight distribution on this phone has been done really well. Full marks in this department. The call reception and Wi-Fi range and 5G performance. The one thing that surprised me was the Wi-Fi signal strength and range. Here I am outside my house and now I am going up to my terrace. As you can see, I can get Wi-Fi range all the way up to my terrace. In comparison, my Pixel 6 would cut off the second I leave my house and, close the door. The G73's Wi-Fi range is nothing short of brilliant. The call quality on this phone was excellent. The earpiece was loud and clear, and not once did I face an issue regarding call quality. I have used it on Airtel 5G throughout. The speeds have been excellent and quite consistent. Download speeds have peaked as high as 535 Mbps and upload speeds at 76 Mbps. It has support for dual SIM 5G as well, which is a big plus point. The phone supports 13 bands of 5G, which makes this a future-proof phone. Number 4, the performance. This phone comes with a Dimensity 930 processor, which is a 6nm processor with 8 GB of RAM and 128 GB of UMCP storage, which is comparable to UFS 2.2. In terms of power, this can be compared to the Snapdragon 855, which was the flagship processor for Android phones back in 2019. Apps launched quick enough and the animations feel like they have been set at 0.5x, but in reality, they have always been on the standard 1x. I have used this phone on adaptive display always, meaning it shifts between 60 and 120 Hz. Day-to-day tasks like surfing through Google, social media, and a bit of gaming here and there was handled very well. I did play a bit of Alto's Adventure and Asphalt 9 on this phone. Both games were playable and a satisfactory experience. The fingerprint scanner. This comes with a side-mounted fingerprint scanner. It's been consistent all this while, although I would have liked it to be a bit faster. It somehow felt good using a physical fingerprint scanner again. How many of you still prefer physical fingerprint scanners? Let me know of it in the comments below. Number 6, the speaker performance. This phone comes with a pair of stereo speakers, and I must say, the speaker performance has been very good. It's loud enough, and more importantly, I have been impressed with the quality of the output from the speaker. Audio sounded rich and accurate. This surprised me as I wasn't expecting this from a phone under 20K. I for once in a long time felt so good using a phone with a headphone jack. The audio quality via headphones is also very good. The battery life. I have used this phone on a mixture of 5G and Wi-Fi all the time. The refresh rate was always on auto, shifting between 60 and 120 Hz always. I was able to get a full days of use without any issues, and in terms of screen on time, I averaged anywhere between 6 and 6.5 hours of screen on time. The camera performance. The phone comes with a 50 megapixel main sensor and an 8 megapixel ultra wide sensor, and also a 16 megapixel selfie camera. Now, megapixels don't count. What counts is the optimization. The pics that came out on the main camera during daylight were bright and vibrant and very saturated. The colors pop out a little too much at times. The details were also more than sufficient. The selfie camera also takes decent pics with good enough details. The only thing I found a little odd was that the skin tones were a little brightened and a bit washed out, especially in broad daylight. The video quality on this phone was good enough with apt amount of detail both from the rear and the selfie camera. Finally, the verdict. 5 months down the lane, is it worth purchasing now? When launched, it cost rupees 19,000. It's now down to rupees 17,000. And with offers, you can get this phone as low as 16 or 16,500. At this price, if you plan to use a phone for 3 years, it's a great buy if you want a dependable performer with a clean and fast software experience, good battery life, quality stereo speakers, excellent call reception, and exceptional Wi-Fi range. And lastly, not to forget, a 5G phone with great speed and also with all the 5G bands. How many of you own the Moto G73? I would love to know of your experience with it. Drop your comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. That's it for me today. Thanks for tuning in, and remember to hit that subscribe button and give a thumbs up if you found this video helpful. Until next time, ciao for now.